Do you know how much I have to pay for each slave crossing the border? This is preposterous. They won't let honest citizens work. This kingdom is going to hell in a handcart.
I heard that the Eye's Reckoning did some damage in New Astle. I hope my family is all right.
I'm going back to Dronback to look for plague remedies. Tiltran's stock is dwindling.
Do you really want to enter Al-Azhar, despite the Eye's Reckoning? All right, suit yourselves. Send my regards to the Inquisition. Might I interest you in my humble ways, my good sirs?
We'll go over the cliffs to cross the border. You should do the same, mercenaries. The Inquisition reigns supreme here. If you thought the Guard was ruthless, you're not ready for what the Inquisition has in store for you. Forget about jail. Here, thieves and murderers are burned at the stake. Run before they spot you.
We were on our way to the border crossing when we saw the Eye's Reckoning strike these stables. I sent one of our companions to New Astle for help, but time is of the essence. Any survivors still under the rubble might suffocate if we wait. You seem equipped for the task, mercenaries. Would you mind clearing the debris? I can offer fair payment for your efforts. Best get to it immediately.
This woman's injuries may be superficial, but her mind is deeply troubled.
The Eye. I saw it.
I'm not a heretic, I swear. Don't hurt me.
Best get to it immediately.
I'm not a heretic, I swear.
What have I done? What have I done to offend the God of Light?
I hear soldiers. Come, mercenaries. Let's go greet them. I see the army didn't come alone. You couldn't help but follow.
The Eye's reckoning struck these stables. We are duty bound to inspect the place and make sure that no heretics survived.
Move along. Everyone's dead.
Dead? Nonsense. You wouldn't call the Alizarian army to bury dead bodies. These men came to rescue injured people. Heretics? You know full well that the God of Light does not punish without cause. If you let them live, the Eye's reckoning will strike again.
They're not heretics. Mercenaries, you saw them, didn't you? Did those poor folks look like heathens?
What they look like is irrelevant. The Eye's reckoning does not smite innocence. Mercenaries, all believers have a duty to carry out the will of the God of Light.
Thank you, mercenaries. I'm grateful you didn't listen to those zealots' lies. For weeks, they've been burning and torturing those who dare survive the Eye's reckoning. But nothing has changed. I don't know what angered the God of Light, but I doubt those poor sods have anything to do with it.
A small ramshackle house stood here before it fell to the Eye's reckoning. It would be a shame to leave this land unused. Would you like to invest, mercenaries? Wouldn't it be great to have a travel post to journey quickly from one place to another? Stay here. I'll let the craftsman know. The result is quite satisfying, don't you think, mercenaries? Everything is ready for your convenience. A chest to store unneeded items, and stools for companions who are also unneeded. As for me, is there somewhere you would like to go?
Rombach County is in turmoil because of the Eye's reckoning. There are plenty of missions to be found. I would have made the same choice. Apologies, but I have nothing for you. Apologies, but I have nothing for you.
Might she be looking for work?
I don't know if I'm allowed to rent rooms or sell my master's recipe. I'm just watching the turn's nest while he's away.
Make sure to close the door behind you. Those nosy inquisitors are everywhere.
Don't get me wrong, mercenaries. I'm glad to see so many faithful in my humble church. The only problem is that they won't leave. They're convinced that the Eye's Reckoning was targeting them. If no one can talk sense into them, I'm afraid that they will end up dying from thirst and hunger in here, rather than setting foot outside. Your generosity knows no bounds, mercenaries. I pray to the Eye that these supplies will last until his wrath subsides, and that you will find this reward worthy of your efforts.
O God of light, O heavenly Eye, hear our prayers and forgive us for straying from the righteous path. Turn your wrath away from those who repent. If you spare us, we will free our slaves from their chains. We will shore up our mines securely. We will pay our workers an honest wage.
The God of Light is after us. I feel like his gaze is constantly upon us since we performed the Green Night of the Tools.
We must do penance, mercenaries. This past Festival of Light, we sold our sheep for more than they were worth. Taking advantage of gullible people is a terrible sin.
I'm trying to improve the cure, but with the Inquisition sniffing around, I'm afraid they'll accuse me of something. If there were at least 5 wounded among you, I could test my new formula without raising suspicion.
We're tasked with finding the heathens who angered the God of Light and drew his reckoning onto the county. While we're at it, we're also checking this market's morality.
I was drinking in the tavern when the Eye's Reckoning struck. Sobered me up real quick.
My customers are so scared of being questioned by the Inquisition that they fled the market.
I'll head south as soon as I sell my wares, away from those heretics and this cursed county.
You're mercenaries? Then follow me. I need to talk to you away from prying ears. Sorry to make you come all the way here, mercenaries. One can never be too careful with the Inquisition. Ever since the Eye's Reckoning befell Drombach, these zealots have been watching our every move. Woe betide whoever they find suspicious. Our innkeeper ran away because of them. He had the misfortune to survive when his tavern was struck by the Eye. He's a good man, and we want to help him, so we're willing to pay you to find him. The night he disappeared, Inquisitor Clelia and her goons were watching the village. She might know something.
We're tasked with finding the... While we're at it, we're also...
Walk in the light, mercenaries, and you will never have to fear the pyre.
The Eye's Reckoning is divine retribution, an answer to the worst heresies. It is the Inquisition's duty to catch anyone who would dare escape it. No matter where it happens, the Eduranian Church is watching.
The pyre's flames help me focus. I have much to reflect upon.
The people of Drombach should be grateful. We came from Edoran to save their souls.
The innkeeper? What do you want with him, mercenaries? Did those new Astral bumpkins ask you to find him? Infidels! I knew it! They're hiding from us, trying to escape our scrutiny, but the Eye is already onto them. Their reckoning draws near. It's coming. Leave this cursed county, mercenaries. Don't worry about the innkeeper. The Inquisition will deal with him and all of the other heathens in Drombach. If you want him to be executed, that's another story. True believers have to stick together. The night the Reckoning struck his tavern, we set off after him. But the wretch knew the area better than us. He gave us the slip and disappeared near Valiant Tower.
I was a bandit before becoming a slave. Got caught stealing horses. At least I'm glad it happened before the Inquisition arrived. Criminals are burned at the stake nowadays.
Mind to your heart's content. I won't stop you. This place belongs to our owner, not to us. Do whatever you want with his rocks.
We haven't seen our foreman, nor our owner in a while. I'm not going to work if I don't have to.
Why bother guarding the Edaran border when the Inquisition is already walking our lands?
The Eye's Reckoning seems to strike less frequently here, doesn't it? Probably because there are fewer people, therefore less heresy.
So, you're looking for the new Asthel innkeeper. How do I know you're not working for the Inquisition? And that you won't burn the man the minute you get your hands on him? Zealots like you make me sick. The poor sod must be dead by now anyway. Have fun burning his dead body. We saw him head toward the peak in the middle of a snowstorm, without fire or any gear. The colds probably did him in.
Leave while you still can, mercenaries. Maybe the evil spirits of this place haven't spotted you yet. This castle has been haunted since my ancestor left to wage war in the faraway land of Harag, only to bring back this curse with him. Monsters appear when night falls. As soon as I dare fall asleep, they swarm the castle to wreak havoc and try to kill me. Others came to help me, but none of them survived.
Why? Why did you save me? The Eye sent those bears to kill me. I deserve to die after a dead survive his reckoning. I'm a heretic. I have slaves. I made a fortune on my neighbours' backs. I didn't go to church. Everything that's happening to me is my own fault. If the townsfolk think I'm a true believer, then it must be true, right? Maybe the Eye's reckoning was targeting someone else. My slacker of a slave, for instance. Yes, it's his fault, not mine. I won't sacrifice myself for that heretic. Take me back to the Lady Mayoress of New Astle.
Fear! Fear the wrath of Harag! I'll tell you the truth. I'm not a Harag spirit. It was just a disguise. I made up the whole story to be able to destroy my ancestors' castle. After enough people had died and gone missing, the prince would have accepted my request. Drombach forbids the destruction of buildings dating back to the time when Alazar was still called the Northern Kingdom. But with the old piles still standing, how can I mine the Rhinesteel deposits that lie below? Here. Take this as thanks for not killing me when you had the chance. I would have deserved to die. Your companion is right here. You can take them back.
What happened?
I hope we can all put this adventure behind us soon.
So, any news about our innkeeper? By St. Eliar, not here. Meet me outside, quickly. Oh, I can't wait to see him. Where is he? Silrig, I'm so happy. Mercenaries, you brought him back as promised. Please accept this reward. Don't worry about the village. We know how to hide our innkeeper from the Inquisition.
Prince Errol asked us to rebuild this bridge, but someone messed up the order of materials. When the cart got here, it was short several sandstone blocks. Now we need to send word to the castle, then wait for quarry owners to set their prices, for slaves to carve out the blocks, and for caravans to deliver them. It's going to take weeks. We're willing to buy any sandstone you have. We won't get paid until the bridge is fixed.
Some damage, eh? Heard bandits were crossing the bridge when they were struck by the Eye's reckoning. Wish they'd walked faster, then the bridge would still be standing.
We're willing to buy any sandstone. It's a deal. We can get back to work now. Come back in a couple of days and the repairs should be done.
Stop talking to the slaves, you're slowing them down. The Inquisition is lying. Having slaves is no heresy, it's a traditional way of life. The thief must serve the honest man, the loser must serve the winner. Such is the Alizarian way. Always has been. Now that we've cleared things up, get out of here. The work needs to be done before sunset. Stop talking to this. The Inquisition is lying. Now that we've cleared things up, get out of here.
You could free us, but then what would we do? How could I return to Harrock?
Heard that some Harag warriors are freeing slaves to honour their gods. If you happen to cross their path, let them know we're ready for them.
I ran away twice, and all I got out of it is this cage.
In Gossenburg and Alizar, everyone claims that their slaves are all former criminals. It's a lie. In all of the kingdoms, bandits kidnap peasants and sell them to those barbarians from the north. Curse them all.
My own brother was abducted when he was just a boy. He must be a grown man now. I don't even know if I'd recognize him.
Are you here to hunt the ghost pack? You got the wrong camp, mercenaries. The trackers set up theirs in the center of Drumbach. We too come from Harag, but with a different purpose. Despite the many treaties and peace accords between our kingdoms, Alizar keeps buying slaves from the bandits roaming our lands. We were sent by our clan to free our brothers and sisters who were captured by those miscreants. Should you wish to support our cause, we can afford to reward you. Enter the Icy Bay fishery after nightfall. Free the poor souls they're holding captive and bring them to us. We'll make sure that no soldier interrupts you.
What? Harag is coming to rescue us. Quickly, quickly, the army could be here any minute.
Praise the ancients. Untie me, quick.
My brethren are coming to free us. Praise the tools! Open this damn door. Don't leave me behind.
Those slaves are convicted criminals. They must serve their sentence. I order you to hand them over.
You dare claim that among the slaves your people buy, none are farmers kidnapped by bandits?
It's up to the King of Alizar to prevent that. Not to a bunch of savages still caked in swamp mud. You there, mercenaries, help us drive away those wretches. We'll pay you well.
Don't believe anything they say, mercenaries. They can't admit that they're abducting farmers in other kingdoms. sorry. We were supposed to watch your backs, but there were too many soldiers. Without your help, we would have all died. This patrol was running towards the fishery. We had no choice but to attack them, or they would have caught you in the act and taken the slaves. Even though it didn't exactly go as planned, what matters is the result. Please accept this reward, as well as our gratitude. We're going back to the camp, but as soon as the weather allows, we'll run straight to Harag.
I'm so proud of what we've accomplished. You've left your mark on Dromback.
So many buildings need to be rebuilt. I deserve a little break now and again.
Kill me if you want. I won't try to stop you. Now that my outlaw days are behind me, I refuse to fight. My former colleagues were struck down by the Eye's Reckoning while crossing the Pitta Bridge. That was a wake-up call for me. If you want to help, take me to St. Serene Church in New Astal. I wish to confess my sins to the priestess and take the cloth myself. Oh, joy! Oh, happiness! We did it! I can feel the Eye's forgiveness blessing my soul. Thank you, mercenaries. Here's something my former comrades and I obtained through nefarious means. I don't want it anymore.
By Saint Jeru, what did you bring me, mercenaries?
I'll talk to the priestess. I bet she'll...
Father, don't you recognize me?
I'm Isolde. Father, tell them!
By Saint Elior! Please, Father! It's me, your daughter!
I don't know. I can't think straight. I don't know what to do. These three women claim to be my daughter Isolde, and I can't tell which one is telling the truth. Oh, good folks, I'm so ashamed that I can't even recognize my own daughter. I beg you, take pity on me. I'm but a blind beggar whose beloved child left him long ago. If only you could help me find my Isolde.
10 years fighting for the Brotherhood. 10 years sending him my wages. And for what? So that this old coot doesn't even recognise me when I come back. Convince him that I'm the real Isolde, mercenaries, and I'll give you my old armour.
These wenches are only after what little he has left. Please, mercenaries, you must convince my father that I'm the real Isolde. I'll give you what's most precious to me if you make these women leave.
I risked my life to provide for my father. I spent 10 years in a gang of bandits to put food on the old man's table, and he doesn't even recognise me. I'm willing to give you my weapon to make him come to his senses.
If only. If.
10 years fighting to convince him that.
If only you could help me.
You're not as stupid as you look, mercenaries. But you would have been better served to get it wrong. Then we wouldn't have to slaughter you.
The sheepfold is ours. Get back.
I didn't think these hussies would start a fight. Had I known, I would have struck the first blow. I met them in an inn on my way home. I guess I told them a bit too much about my life. They then decided to impersonate me and try to trick my father. Good thing he came this way. Let me give you your reward before I have a chat with my father.
You saved me. Isolde saved me. Thank you.
Let's just say that I still resent him a bit.
I'm trying to improve the cure, but with the... So, do you feel better? No nausea, dizziness, oozing rashes on the chest? Perfect. My new cure didn't kill you. What a relief. Thank you. I'm nearing my goal.
Walk in the light, mercenaries. We will cleanse this heretic soul as soon as possible. Walk in the light.
Don't let them burn me. Please.
You may wonder why I, an Inquisitor, would call upon unbelievers like you. Well, the reason is that the mission I wish to give you goes against our precepts. I was even forbidden from enlisting the help of other Inquisitors. I don't think the Inquisition's usual methods will appease the God of Light. The Eye's reckoning is different in Drombach, more frequent, more powerful, and I want to find out why. Are you ready to follow me? Very well. Our first order of business is to study the victims of the Eye's reckoning. Discovering what they have in common could give us insight into the heresy we're looking for. Protect me on the way, and I will examine the bodies. There's nothing left of these merchants' wares. They could have been slavers or fur traders for all we know. That said, slavery goes against the Eye's teachings, so it could be the reason for their death. Let's not tarry. Alizarian soldiers. No surprise here. These men probably blasphemed or committed some kind of crime against the Eye. But I don't understand. These bodies are nothing like we saw earlier. We should keep going. Are those wolves? Why would the Eye punish wolves? It doesn't make any sense. Jeru's precepts clearly state that animals cannot commit heresy. Could there be a connection with the other reckonings? We studied 3 different occurrences and they didn't seem to have anything in common. It's as if the Eye was striking at random. No, that's impossible. The God of Light does not punish without cause. There must be another explanation. It's not a pretty sight. The pony pulling the cart seems to have exploded. I wonder what these farmers did to deserve to die like this. Maybe they robbed a shrine on the way or insulted a priest. Maybe we're not approaching the problem the right way. Let's consider these bodies as a whole. The number of victims and impacts left by the Eye's reckoning seems to increase as we move toward the Celestial Mountain. There must be something there. Something especially heretical. I'll meet you there with reinforcements.
You've got to help me. Please.
Wish I could, my lady. But I'm just a farmer, not a warrior. Best I can do is take you to the village or the castle.
Then it will be too late. Those men took my husband. By the time we reach Hulburg, he will be dead.
Don't worry, Princess. Your husband is a nobleman. They'll demand a ransom, for sure.
They were not ordinary bandits. They slaughtered our escort. If they're still lurking around the Sophie Adra Alazar laboratory, it's only a matter of time before they prey upon other travellers. You've got...
Wish I could...
Then it will be...
Don't worry.
They were not
It's hard to focus with a princess sobbing in your ears. She claims that she was attacked by bandits on the road to the laboratory. But if you ask me, I bet her escort was struck by the Eye's reckoning. She's lying because she's scared the Inquisition will come after her.
By the beast's fangs, I just can't catch a break. The mine collapsed and... What? The Inquisition is coming. Curses. If they manage to get inside the mountain, a war could break out. We must stop them from reaching the gate at all costs. Follow me.
In the name of the Eye, let us through, soldier.
This mountain is off limits, by order of Prince Errol.
Do not oppose the will of the God of Light. Your prince is just a man and...
And you're just an inquisitor.
Is this funny to you? Mercenaries. These soldiers are heathens. They are trying to hide the heresy taking place in this mountain. Fight by our side!
Stop! Mercenaries! What's in this mountain is beyond their understanding. The Inquisitors must not pass. wonder how you found out they were coming this way. But since you saved us, we'll call it a miracle. Come with me to the Celestial Mountain Gate. I have a reward for you. Now that those goody two-shoes know that an entire garrison is hiding here, you can bet they'll be back. The Inquisition believes that every closed door hides a heresy. Just imagine what they'll think when they see the size of this one. Good thing you drove them back. We may require your services again in the future, so don't stray too far from Dromback. For everyone's sake.
My sister is a great scholar. She's allowed to pass through the gate, but she can't tell me what she's doing there. I probably wouldn't understand anyway.
You saved us, mercenaries. Thank you for coming to our rescue.
My, oh my. You seem, luckily for you, I, Solvius, the Great... You are right, my good fellow. Ta-da! The puzzle has...
In the name of Jeru and the God of Light, you will answer my question, scholar. What was that abomination protecting?
You wouldn't understand even if I told you, you zealot.
Vivian was consumed by darkness. Consumed!
This Inquisitor sacrificed himself so that I could reach the lever and shut the door. Without him, none of us would have survived. I gave him a remedy, but he needs time to recover.
Do not open this door! Do not let it out!
You've shown up at a good time, mercenaries. Perhaps you can get us out of this mess. Our objective is on the other side of this door. But these foolish Inquisitors attracted a monster. It's a miracle we managed to escape with our lives.
It's a miracle we followed you. Without my men sacrificed, you would all be dead.
If you hadn't been snooping around, you wouldn't have set off the trap. And the relic would be in our hands.
So it is a relic you're looking for. What for? Answer me. So it is a relic you're looking for. By St. Giroux, you fight like a soldier, scholar.
You handle yourself just as well, Inquisitor. I thought I was watching Saint Elior herself.
Oh no! The relic! Is it still in one piece?
What a strange object. It looks like...
The Eye, indeed. We believe this is how the ancients depicted the god of light. Based on writings that we managed to decipher, they already knew about the Eye's reckoning. This relic could help us stop it.
Wait, what did you just say? If this relic can be used to communicate with God, then it's a sacred artifact. Meaning, it rightfully belongs to the Edoranian Church. Give it to me!
Mercenaries, no! It may be our only chance to stop the Eye's reckoning.
It can't be trusted. Leaving such an artifact in the hands of heathens would only worsen the wrath of the God of Light.
Thank you, mercenaries. Your decision probably saved Dromback. I promise to dedicate my life to understanding this artifact, no matter how long it takes. Let's go. I will store the relic in a safe place, as far as possible from the Inquisition.
I don't have enough men left to fight you, but trust that the Inquisition will know about your sacrilege. You can count on it.
The others have already left. We will join them as soon...
What the? Today's our lucky day, lads. Our meal has come to us.
Mercenaries, you're here. You must help me. Bandits fell upon my husband and... You've killed them? What about my husband? Where is he? Thank you. I really needed that. I knew those barbarians weren't bandits. Thank you for putting an end to this horror. I can give you this as a token of my gratitude. I hope it's enough. My husband was a close cousin of Prince Errol. I trust the castle will send someone to retrieve his body.
I can't take their quarrelling anymore. Now I even have to sleep next to them so that they won't kill each other.
I'll follow anyone, as long as Heleth isn't coming.
All I want is to never see Gunbald again. Doesn't matter where you're going. All I want is to never see Gunbald again. Doesn't matter.
Good riddance. I was this close to blowing up and banging their heads together. I owe you a beer for your troubles.
Heleth is with you. All right, but I can't promise I won't strangle her in her sleep. Heleth is with you. Oh.
Prince Errol asked me to translate an ancient text, but it's by far the most complicated I've had to study in my entire career. It seems to be some kind of instruction manual filled with technical terms, and I think some words are missing. I wonder where he found it.
The Dean refuses to fund my expeditions. You might as well hunt Grotels, Professor Morith, she says. But I'm not hunting Grotels. Dragons did exist. If she'd just let me explore those blasted caves, I'd finally get her proof. What if you went for me? I'll give you whatever profits your discoveries yield as payment. All I want is to prove that old crone wrong. We will do great things together. I've already listed the locations you need to inspect. 3 caves where you stand the best chance of finding dragon bones. Explore the Great Growler Grotto in Artes, the Great Growler Cave in Grinmere, and the Fat Claw Cave in Ludern.
I can't focus on my research. I heard that a broker was murdered in Gothenburg. I hope my mother is all right.
I volunteered to take part in Professor Grind's experiments, but my application was rejected. Now I'm doomed to study medicine like a mere village apothecary.
I wonder if we're not making a mistake, studying so many live plague-ridden subjects.
Don't torment yourself. This experiment was approved by the Prince himself. He knows what he's doing.
The Inquisition claims that studying live specimens is heresy. That's preposterous. How are we supposed to test a new formula without plague-ridden subjects who will react to it?
It is here, between these walls, that the illustrious Sophie Adra Alazar bested the plague. Since then, we've been striving to walk in her footsteps and improve her original cure. Thanks to Prince Erald Adra Alazar's unconditional support, we are now ready to take another step on the path of knowledge. Only one thing is still holding us back: the Inquisition. We cannot take proper initiatives as long as they're in Dromback. Even our army is under watch. If any of our requests are even slightly out of the ordinary, no one can fulfill them. But perhaps mercenaries like you would be discreet enough to break a few religious precepts as inconspicuously as possible. What say you? I can offer you a princely reward. Is it a thirst for knowledge I see sparkling in your eyes? We need 3 live plague-ridden. You will find plenty of them in the cursed village of Astel, a few miles north of here. Did you find our test subjects? We need... This is... Oh, blessed be the eye! You did it! Take your reward, with the gratitude of everyone at the Sophie Adra Alazar Laboratory. You can leave without fear. As seasoned scholars, we have the situation well in hand. It's a disaster. The plague-ridden subjects broke out. They attacked my students, my colleagues, the professors. The newly infected joined their ranks, and things got out of hand. I beg of you, you must help us until reinforcements arrive. If the plague-ridden subjects get out, the whole county will be overrun.
By St. Jeru, that was a hard-won fight. Take a moment to catch your breath. You fought well. We'll search the laboratory to make sure there are no plague-ridden left. Join us as soon as you can. I want you to tell me what happened.
Please, tell the Inquisitors that the plague-ridden came from outside. They must not know that we're studying live subjects. I beg of you, do it for the sake of knowledge and all the people our cure could save.
I trust you know that it is considered heresy to experiment on live, plague-ridden subjects.
I do not like what you're implying, Inquisitor. This laboratory is as conscientious as can be. Our experiments dutifully follow the precepts of the light.
Am I supposed to believe that plague-ridden spawned out of thin air inside your library?
They attacked from the outside. They probably fled the cursed village because of the Eye's reckoning and...
Sure they did. Mercenaries. I want the truth. What did you see? Really? So they really did attack from the outside? I have to admit that I'm quite surprised by your confirmation. The scene around us seems to indicate otherwise. So be it. I have no choice but to trust you. But if the Eye's reckoning strikes this laboratory, I will know you lied to me. It will come as no surprise that I don't...
Mercenaries, you're amazing. You've saved all of Sophie Adra Alazar's legacy. Take this. We usually give it only to the best scholars, but you deserve it. Count on me to continue my research. Everyone in Alazar will soon be immune to the plague. We will then have a major advantage over our enemies. We will turn the scourge into a blessing for our kingdom.
It was a massacre. They didn't stand a chance.
Heretics don't deserve prayers, so I'm trying to be discreet.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
The closer you are to the prince, the more suspicious the Inquisition gets. You have no idea how many patrols come to check on me each day.
The prince stopped paying attention to the women I introduced to him. This divine reckoning and inquisition business is distracting him from his main duty. He may be young, but given the infant mortality rate in our kingdom, he must start producing descendants as soon as possible.
I feel like I can't take a single step without being questioned by an inquisitor.
We're on high alert. The Inquisition is becoming increasingly resolute.
We're about to leave the castle. You almost missed us, mercenaries. We need to go to the Celestial Mountain Gate without delay. According to our spies, the Inquisition is sending most of their troops there. I guess they got tired of asking me permission to get in. I need you, mercenaries. I need all men and women who believe the only knowledge can save us from the Eye's reckoning. If the Inquisition passes the Celestial Mountain Gate, Drombach is doomed. Let's go! Go on ahead. I'll meet you there with my soldiers. What? The gate is open. The Inquisition got in. Quickly! We have to stop them before they put an end to our research.
Look who's paying us a visit. Our ungodly mercenaries. I would have been most disappointed not to run into you heretics. And you, Prince Errol. I appreciate not having to hunt you down. You came willingly to confess your heresy. Don't worry. As soon as we destroy this thing, you're next.
You have no idea what you're doing. This relic is our only chance to stop the Eye's reckoning.
Your only chance. You are such a shameless liar, Prince Errol. Is that what you told the mercenaries? I had time to question your scholars, They admitted that it's this thing that brought about the wrath of the God of Light.
And it can put an end to it just the same, given a little more time. The scholars you didn't slaughter will find a way. They are making great strides. My people are about to...
They're about to die, just like you. As for this thing, we will destroy it to please the God of Light.
Might as well try to reason with a croc swine. Mercenaries, you handle the fanatics. I will direct the scholars. Buy time until they disable the pillar.
Someday, we will harness the power of the God of Light. We will become gods ourselves.
We're still hard at work trying to uncover the secrets of the ancients. But as we're no longer pressed for time, we can afford to take breaks.
By the beast's fangs, we did it. We saved the pillar, averted the Eye's reckoning, defeated the Inquisition. I could not have wished for a better outcome. Things would have ended very differently without your help. I thought you were nothing more than vultures in armour. But I must admit, I was wrong, mercenaries. Please accept this reward, and my most humble apologies. I trust you will find this present worthy of your service. You can count on us to continue studying this ancient pillar. Should Alazar one day harness the power of the God of Light, the kingdom will become invincible thanks to you.